So we're doing something a little bit different today. Instead of going to the beach, we're actually going to be going out to a museum. We're actually going out to the Wright Brothers Museum that's here in Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. This place is basically the place where they came up with the whole concept of the airplane. They did all their test flights. And the hill where they actually took flight for the first time is here as well. So we're gonna go check out a museum. I think the kids are gonna love it, and I think Brody and Koen are just gonna absolutely love it. Plus, I'm getting so sick and tired of sand being in every little... Are you guys ready to go see some airplanes?
Yeah!
All right, Brody, I know you're excited. You ready to see some airplanes?
Yeah.
We were actually thinking about doing a climb up a lighthouse. There's like 1 or 2 lighthouses up here that you can climb. But we decided not to because there's like climbing restrictions. You have to be a certain height. You can't carry kids. So we decided the airplane museum would be a better fit today.
Little model.
Whoa, check that out. That's pretty cool.
Get in there, Randy, because it starts at 12.
Mommy.
You guys can sit on the floor right here.
Brody, what do you think of that?
You have to listen to what they say.
What do you think of that? That's the first plane. That's a model of the first kind of plane they made. The kids are working on their first Ranger pack. They complete it, they become a successful aviator ranger.
So while they're on their stomach facing forward, if they want to turn to the left, hips gotta go to the left. Go to the right, hips go to the right. That causes the wing warping, so the wing tips are gonna rise and fall.
And that helps fly it.
That was really cool, guys. So we just attended a seminar that went through kind of like a step-by-step process of everything the Wright brothers did, from going back and forth from Dayton, Ohio, down to Kitty Hawk here, and all the different tests they had to do and all the different seasons they had to go back and forth until they finally achieved what they set out to achieve. And so now we're actually going to go outside, and they have monuments and markings where they actually took off from and landed from on their first flight.
Daddy, they're moving it up and down.
Oh yeah? Yeah, she's demonstrating how their mechanisms controlled the wings, which controlled the lift on their glider. And they didn't have any seatbelts, so they just hung on with their right hand. That was basically their safety mechanism. Julie's doing a little tour with the kids. So this is the field where they actually did all their tests and took flight from Kitty Hawk. Way up there on that hill, that's actually where they took off using their glider. They did over 1,000 test flights.
Sandberg. Talya, here's the answers to your questions. One of your things was, why did they choose here? Because the wind helped with lift, sand provided a soft landing, and the isolated location offered privacy from the public. They didn't want to be where everybody else was.
Yep, so that's actually why they came to North Carolina to do all this, even though they lived out in Ohio. So you can see right out here, guys, this is the field where they actually took their flights from. And we'll actually go out to see them, but this rock right out here, that's the point where the first powered flight took off from. And it lasted to there. The second flight lasted to there. The third flight to there. And the fourth flight all the way to there. And it was basically from that point on that they kind of had just to fine tune and tweak the planes, the engines, and all that stuff to get them to become actual true flying airplanes like we know them. What? It means stay off the grass because there's cactus on it. It might poke you in the feet. And back when they were actually testing their flights, this was almost all sand, at least according to the pictures we saw, but now it's all grass. So these buildings actually out in the middle of the field, I don't know if this is exactly where they were, but they rebuilt them here to show their work and living quarters. This building is actually the first hangar that they built. They lived in a tent while they did all their work in this building, or a building like this, out here in the field. Then in the next 2 seasons, they built another building to live in as well.
3,000 actually people came from over 40 nations.
Wow.
Gathered at this remote place to celebrate the global importance of flight. So
that's when they built the monument up there in 1928. There you go. First floor flights. 12 seconds, 12 seconds, 15 seconds, 59 seconds. Okay, let's go check it out. Here it is, guys, the spot where the first successful airplane flight took off from. Look at that. This is the rail. So I guess this is the rail they used for their airplane that took off. And these are all the landing spots.
There's a picture of the...
Yep, first flight. That's right. End of the first flight. 12 seconds. No, 120 feet. That's not that far.
So each time Koen, they started from there. But the first flight is from here.
So it wasn't in the air that long, but after that flight, they knew that it could be done again and again. It's kind of the epitome of if you don't succeed, try again.
This is where the second flight landed.
Yep. How far did it travel? 175 feet.
This is where the third flight landed.
How far did this one travel?
Maybe Randy could just
200 feet. Me and Koen, we're running all the way down here to where the fourth flight landed.
This is where the fourth flight landed.
852 feet in 59 seconds. All right, you ready to go all the way back? Now we got to go all the way back. We'll walk. We'll just walk back. That's a lot further of a trip. This was the fourth flight of the day that they took. All right, little change of plans. Talya wanted to do the introduction of where the fourth flight landed.
This is where the fourth flight landed.
Yep, a long ways away, isn't it? I'm never gonna step foot on the moon or walk in Neil Armstrong's footsteps on the moon. But being here at a place like this, where essentially the history of mankind was impacted so much, that's about as close as I'm gonna get. I think that's pretty cool. And not to get all mushy, but you know, you need to carry that thing up that hill thousands of times. You can do it, right, Jeff? Yeah, a little willpower.
While I'm trying to catch my breath, the pregnant lady. I think downhill's gonna be nice. I'm not so in love with the uphill.
Koen, that was a pretty cool memorial, wasn't it? What'd you think of that?
Cool.
Is that a good view up there?
You want to go back again?
Would you want to go back again sometime? Yeah? Jeff, would you want to go back again sometime?
This is a once in a lifetime.
It's once in a lifetime for Jeff, yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. For us, it's kind of a once in a lifetime. But for the kids, it's like, they only get so much out of it now. Maybe you come back in like 4 or 5 years, they'll grasp it a little bit better.
Next time I'll just grab my popcorn and watch it on the TV.
Yeah, you do that. You sit in your...
Probably have better pictures than videos that we'll ever take.
Yes, because pictures and videos, that can replace being here.
Yeah, of course.
What kind of is that? Great Dane?
They're the racing dogs, Koen.
They're about the same
Oh, that was a good one. Alright guys, that was it. We're saying goodbye. So what'd you guys think of this place?
Awesome. Good.
You-
Really good.
You had fun seeing all the history and everything?
Yeah.
Where the first airplane that was invented and how they made it and where they took off from? That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not many times you get to see the exact spot where something like that would have happened.
Not a lot.
one.
So, yeah,
What
if
was
you-
it doing for the team?
If you're in North Carolina or specifically the Outer Banks, definitely take a trip here. It's only, what, like $7 per adult. Kids are free, and spend a couple hours and you learn a lot. Alright, so we're here playing miniature golf tonight, guys. We've taken all the kids out. It was supposed to be just the older kids, but it turns out this to be everybody. Because you know how it goes. And this particular course, we got to take a train to get to our miniature golf course. Here goes Evangeline. Gonna go down the pipe.
Wait, Evangeline's going.
Where's he gonna go?
Oh!
Nice hit, buddy. Nice hit. You were robbed. There you go. Good hit. High five. Bam. Go ahead. Here she goes.
Me and Logan are gonna.
Oh, almost. Good shot. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. There you go. Good hit. Good hit. Oh! Tap it in, bud. There you go.
Got a 3.
Good score. Good score. Yeah, good shot.
Well, that's life. Take what comes along the way. That's love. Let it grow stronger every day. There's joy as the days go passing by. There's hope, a better life for you and I. Take our dreams and fly. Together we can try. That's life.